My bad, somebody called me. I don't know who that was. Listen, please remember it. Remember it well. Fulgham is a number one wide receiver. He might not ever get the chance, though. So it's going to be no way to debunk it. He might not ever get the chance again to prove it. But I know what I saw. Fulgham gave me Owens vibes. Come on, man. Fulgham had the city on fire, bruh. Had the city on fire. We stopped throwing the ball to him. Travis Fulgham was outperforming Jerry Jeudy. He was. I don't think Fulgham was a rookie, so I'm not going to compare the two. Who is my ideal pick at number 6? It's sticky, man. It's sticky. Because Kyle Pitts makes sense, but some part of me is telling me, dog, that you got to look at a defensive spot or offensive line, bro. Think we should get T.Y. Hilton? I would welcome it. I would welcome T.Y. Hilton. Listen. I would take Chase. I would take the Heisman winner. I'd take Pitts. It's a bunch of people that I would take, bruh. But given the circumstances that we don't throw the ball to dudes that much, listen. I'm willing to bet my bottom dollar. That none of these dudes is going to have a Justin Jefferson season, bruh. None of these dudes. The last time we saw somebody have a Justin Jefferson season was Randy Moss. It's not going to happen back to back, bruh. It's not. These dudes are playing against 19, 20-year-olds. They about to play against dudes like Slay, Patrick Peterson, Richard Sherman, grown men. Grown men now. It's not going to keep happening, bruh. It's not. It's going to take time for them dudes to come along, man. Justin Jefferson was an anomaly, bruh, that looked us right in our face, and we took Jalen Reagor. I think Jamar Chase will. You think, but you can't say that for certain, though. Would you draft Najee Harris at 21 if we get that pick? No. Why would we take a running back in the first round? Why would we do that? We barely give Miles Sanders 20 yards a carry. He's third in the league. He's third in the league in yards per carry. When the mock drafts drop every day. You talking about my mock draft? I can't do a mock draft. It wouldn't make sense for me to do a mock draft until I find out who the quarterback going to be. It wouldn't make sense. Because like I said, if you keep in Carson Wentz, you got to really look at Chase or something like that. Because Carson Wentz ain't about to be beating a bunch of teams with his legs. He not. Carson Wentz going to find somebody to be comfortable with and throw the ball to him 10, 13 times. If you keep in Jalen Hurts, then the tight end makes more sense. It do. Reagor just needs to be used right. Come on, man. If you drafted in the first round as a wide receiver, you're supposed to be able to do everything, bruh. Everything. I don't even think Reagor could field the punt, man. I think we missed, bruh. I think we missed. Any free agent corners? I'm not sure. I didn't look into that. Put Reagor in a slot. He will have a great season. They're going to have to do something with him. Because if you draft a wide receiver, isn't that already admitting that Reagor's a bust? Is that not admitting that Reagor's a bust if you draft a wide receiver? Is that not admitting defeat? He had a punt return touchdown. Yeah, he had a punt return touchdown, but he also had some punts that he put on the ground too, right? He also had some punts that he dropped, right? I didn't never say he couldn't run. I just said he can't field the punt, meaning he's uncomfortable catching a punt sometime. And didn't he muff the punt that he took to the house? Allen Robinson, free agent possible. We can't afford that. Yeah, I think he muffed the one he took to the house. Understand what I'm saying? Field the punt means securely catch the ball. Securely catch the ball. And make something happen after it or not. Come on, bro. I don't like his effort at all. We got to give him one more year. He's a number 1 draft pick. But drafting another wide receiver is going to crumble his... Listen, dog, listen. Y'all don't listen. Let me roll the windows down and tell y'all some real stuff. I'm going to roll the window down and tell y'all some real stuff. We're in a different era of man. We're in a different era of man. You got to understand this. Half of these dudes got the little LED lights in their house, in their room, in their bedroom. We in a TikTok era, man. A lot of these dudes coming out of this draft this year and was in the draft last year, they got the LED lights in the corners of the crown molding in their ceiling. These dudes' feelings get hurt easily. If you draft a wide receiver, you are going to crumble. You're going to crumble Jalen Reagor's confidence. You are going to, oh my God. You're going to crumble his confidence, bruh. These are some new young bulls. They want to look pretty. They want to run like little deer in the snowflakes. They don't want to run hard. They don't want to run hard. We're in a new era of a football player. The ones that get it out the mud are going to be the ones that prevail. The ones that get it out the mud are going to be the ones that prevail. I'm telling you, bruh. LB, you motivation is AF. You already know. The ones, listen, you want to know who got it out the mud? Travis Fulgham. Travis Fulgham, bruh. Got it out the mud. Not worried about his brand or nothing. Worrying about proving everybody wrong. That's all I'm saying, bruh. I can rock with Travis Fulgham. I can rock with Quez Watkins. Of course, you're going to rock with Reagor. He only had a couple games. I can rock with Ward. And give me T.Y. Hilton. I'm telling you, that's a much improved wide receiver core. Then you got Hightower rotating out. You got to give the guys on the roster the workload. You got to, bro. I don't know of no wide receiver in the National Football League who getting 8 targets a game who fails. Who fails. I don't know of no wide receiver who getting the targets that's just trash. I just don't know. I know you sold on Fulgham, but I don't know, bro. I just don't think he it. Based off what? Based off what? Don't you think Travis Fulgham is it? Based off what? Somebody give me somebody give me a good reason. Somebody give me a good reason why Travis Fulgham ain't it. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Somebody give me a good reason. I hope you don't think Surtain will be there in a second. I don't think so. But he could be. I think Reagor deserves. Somebody give me another reason. The only reason why y'all don't think he is because nobody else ain't talking about him no more, bro. That's the only reason, bro. Listen, stop listening to everybody, bro. Stop it. Stop it. It's killing y'all. Give me the reason. Lots of key drop passes when When? Where's the key drop passes? What game? Mac Hollins was getting targets and he was trash. Bruh, stop. Stop. Give me the game where Mac Hollins had 13 targets, 10 targets, and 11 targets. Give me the game where he had that in a row, 3 games in a row. Give me the game. He did drop passes. Everybody do. So now that's the end all be all now. He dropped passes. Come on, man. Devontae Adams dropped passes. Chris Godwin dropped passes. The whole playoffs. Come on, man. Come on. The whole Chiefs was dropping passes in the Super Bowl. The entire Chiefs wide receiver core was dropping passes in the Super Bowl. Come on, bro. It happens to wide receivers. It happens. Aguilar was dropping passes. Now, Aguilar, the best wide receiver on his team. It happens, bro. So don't move the goalpost because, listen, this is the problem. This is the problem. And this is why I don't watch college, bro. This is why I have a hard time watching college football because we keep valuing these guys based upon what school they went to and based upon the draft picks and all of that and what everybody else is saying. That's how we valuing guys. I had a dude tell me, a good supporter of mine, go and tell me that nobody was talking about Devontae Smith until who got hurt? Was it Waddle? Until Waddle got hurt. Nobody was talking about Devontae Smith. So me being a guy who don't watch a lot of college football, I'm like, damn, let me go look at that. Hey, my guy Fresh CLN, thanks for the super chat. If that If they make Sanders a focal point of the offense, Fulgham, Reagor, Chris Watkins, and if he could get Hilton, that's a good enough wide receiver group, especially if we draft Pitts and put him in there with Goddard. I believe so too. So somebody gonna tell me that nobody was talking about Devontae Smith until Waddle got hurt. So I go look at Devontae Smith numbers. I'm like, damn, so he must have been trash last year, the previous year. I look at last year, he had 61 receptions, 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns. This ain't the Heisman year I'm talking about. Come on, bro. 1,200 yards, like 14 touchdowns. Then he have the Heisman year. That's a good wide receiver, bro. Nobody was talking about him because they was asleep. Nobody was talking about him for that reason alone. 2 years in a row, Devontae Smith been doing this. And in all actuality, you got 1 year to go off Chase. Or with Jamar Chase. You got 1 year, bruh. You got 1 year. And you're going to tell me he did that with Jerry Jeudy and Ruggs there. I don't know who else is on the roster, but you know what I mean? I looked at the numbers because I'm a numbers guy. The numbers will tell you a lot. I looked at the numbers, and the dude been a stud for 2 years in a row. And we going off 1 year off of Chase? 1 year? 1 year? Let me give Alexis a wrench. With or without Carson, I don't see this team competing further than the division. We need to draft a defense to get younger on the side of the ball and more physical, period. I agree. Smith was cooking when Jeudy and Ruggs were there. That's from what I've read. I don't know if I got dyslexia or the stuff that I'm reading not true. I don't know if this is the butterfly effect. What I'm reading, I believe to be true. I see the dude performing twice in a row. 2 years. I see Chase have 1 good year, then opt out. Come on, bruh. Come on. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Chase. See, when they do these alerts where I work at, they be have me ready to dip. Talking about this is a test. Shit, I put that bit in reverse. Test my way on out of here. Hey, Tyrese, thank you for the donation, bruh. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Everything that I'm reading. Hey, Willie Beeman, thank you for the donation, bruh. Hey, LB, love your channel as a 20-year Bucks fan. I reside in Philly and want the best for y'all. Devontae was the best wide receiver. Whole time Ruggs and Jeudy were ahead of him. He had to wait his turn. Exactly, he had to wait his turn. And shout out to you, man. Congratulations to the Bucks too, bruh. Congratulations, Willie. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bruh. If you like, it's so many people that's saying Chase is better than Devontae Smith. I don't watch college football. So a huge part of me believes that they getting this because ESPN and other places. But when you look at the stats, a dude with 1,200 receiving yards playing with Jeudy, you know how I'm like, what? I just don't get it, bruh. I don't get it. No problem, Willie. I just don't get it. And once again, man, to go over it for people that's late, Fulgham, I asked the question earlier, what makes a number one wide receiver? And to me, what makes a number one wide receiver is opportunity and targets. Fulgham 3 games in a row last year after his game-sealing catch in San Francisco. 13 targets, 152 yards, 10 targets, 75 yards, 11 targets, 73 yards. In the midst of him getting those targets, in the midst of him getting them, 34. In the midst of him getting them 34 targets in a 3-week span. In the midst of him getting them 34 targets in a 3-week span, 2 of those games we put up are 2 highs in points, 29 points and 28 points. It's not a coincidence that if you find a guy that you can target, you're going to be able to find other success down the field. It's not a coincidence. It's not. Give your quarterback the guys that he's comfortable with, and you will move the ball. Period. If you give Travis Fulgham the opportunity for the targets, I am a firm believer that you do not need to go and get no wide receiver with the 6th pick. Especially a Jamar Chase who only showed you 1 impressive year. If you're going to get a wide receiver, it got to be the Heisman winner who done did this consistently 2 years in a row. Getting 8 yards separation every time they say hike. The route running is immaculate. I ain't mad if you go get a guy who can run routes like that. That make the quarterback job that much easier. But don't reach with the 6th pick. Don't reach with the 6th pick. Don't do it. Without Fulgham, we'd have had the number 1 pick in the draft this year. I believe it. I believe it. Y'all was calling him TF13. Y'all was giving him nicknames. Y'all was doing it. He deserved it. Y'all was saying, oh, last time we had a dude like this, it was T.O. Oh, he reminded me of Michael Thomas. Now we need to get a wide receiver at 6? Now we need a wide receiver at 6. What happened to TF13? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Our problem, I think, was route running. Our problem was a little route running. I think the wide receivers, they were young, though, bro. They were young. So who you taking at 6, LB? You got to wait for the panel for that. I'm heavy on Pitts, but that ain't my final answer. You got to wait for the panel for that. You got to wait for the panel for that. Yeah, some people was calling him Megatron. Megatron. I remember, bruh. Kelly, I remember. I remember. And Fulgham, we trust. It was out of pocket. He was balling. I don't care about nothing. If Devontae Smith stood there at 6, he going to Philly. He better. He better. He better. Pitts is the obvious pick. I mean, it seems obvious, but if Smith there, come on, bro. I can't, listen, I like Pitts a lot. I cannot turn down 8 yards of separation, bro. I cannot turn that down, bro. Dudes cannot guard him, bro. Dudes cannot guard him, bro. He the best wide receiver I've seen coming out of the draft in a very, very long time. In a very long time. Y'all thought Jerry Jeudy route running was a problem. This dude blow Jerry Jeudy route running out the water, man, in my opinion, bro. Pitts is from Philly. Pitts is from Philly. Yo, this is what I want y'all to do for me, too. I want y'all to go to Pitt's last Instagram video. Tell him to check his email because I emailed him. I DM'd him, actually. I'm trying to interview him, dog, from Philly. I want to know what he think about potentially playing for, his hometown team. I want to know what he think about that. So go on his last Instagram picture and say, Lord Brunson wants an interview. That's it. That's it, man. We got to get this dude attention, bro. We can hope that, but if Howie picking, I don't think so. Howie going to go cornerback. I mean, Howie's not going to go cornerback in the first round. He is not going to go cornerback in the first round. Howie is going to find some cornerbacks from somebody practice squad that they cut and try to fill that hole that way. Y'all know how he do. Y'all know how he do. But listen, listen real quick before we slide. Let's talk about, let's talk about the worst 5 offensive lines last year. The Bengals. No, I'm sorry. Was it the Bengals? No, I put these dudes on the wrong side of the list. The worst offensive lines last year, yeah. The worst 5 offensive lines last year. The Chargers, the Giants, the Bengals, the Jets, and the Dolphins, they all were trash, and they all missed the playoffs. The best 5 offensive lines. I don't know who was number 1, but Green Bay, the Rams, New England, and Tampa. They all had solid run games. One won the Super Bowl. The other was in the NFC Championship. Come on, bro. Offensive lines matter. Offensive lines matter. That's all I'm saying, bro. So you can't debate none of that. You can't debate none of that to me, man, about how offensive lines don't matter, man. You can't do it, bro. You can't do it. You can't do it. If you're going wide receiver, it got to be Smith. If Smith not there, I'm off the chase. I'm off the chase wagon, bro. I am off the chase wagon. I know a lot of people not going to like it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm off the chase wagon, bro. I'm off the chase wagon. It got to be Devontae Smith, bro. Kevo, thank you for the donation, bro. Chase has cooked elite cornerbacks. Chase is more built for the NFL than Smith. Smith never been double teamed. His core is always 5 to 6 deep. He one-on-one shorty. Listen, you got to play him deep. You got to play him deep. I'm going to continue to watch film on both of them, but as of right now, I'm more leaning towards the Heisman winner. And everybody want to say, only reason why he won the Heisman is because Smith opted out. That dude would have still won the Heisman, bro. Have you seen Xavier Collins? I seen a little bit about him. Dude's talking about Devontae Smith ain't been double teamed. I mean, I don't know how you win a Heisman and nobody decides to double team you. I don't know. But that's what he said. We're going to see. Now, I'm not saying Smith, sorry, but listen, you can't take both. My preference is just Devontae. Right now, that's my preference. I need to see pro days first. I don't want to ever see another pro day in my life. Reagor ran a 4.1. Reagor ran a 3.9 at his pro day or something, right? Right? Ran a 3.9 at his pro day. I watched all this. Wow, Kirsten, we got Kirsten to stick around for 40. You ain't say a lot, Kirsten, so I'm going to assume you agreed with more than you would like to agree with. He talking about Smith never been double teamed. Ain't no way. Come on, man. It don't even make sense, but we'll see. We will see. Bro, you was just talking about how we can't afford to take a wide receiver with the 6th pick. What changed? Listen, nothing changed. I just gave you my preference on a wide receiver. Nothing changed. If Smith is there, if Smith is there, I have to go through my whole draft board process again on not taking him, to be honest. But Smith gets open at will, bruh. And I think that's going to translate into the NFL. I do. I think it's going to translate into the NFL. Nothing changed on my stance. I keep giving you reasons why we don't need a wide receiver. You got to listen. We need a wide receiver, a good one. Travis Fulgham is on the roster, bro. Y'all, come on, bro. Y'all called him Megatron a couple months ago. Now we need a good wide receiver. So if you have Smith and Parsons there, LB, who would you draft? Parsons, I'm sorry. If Smith and Parsons at 6, because that's what's going to happen. Smith and Parsons will be there at 6. And Pitts. So it's going to, listen, I won't be mad at none of the picks. Pitts, Parkins, or Smith, I'm not mad at none of those picks. There's no right answer for this 6th pick. You got to pick somebody with this pick who is ready to come in and ball out from day one, though. As long as it's not a quarterback, you're right. Got to be Smith or Parsons, in my opinion, though. I'm not mad at that. I'm a Parsons fan. We need a linebacker. Parsons is good, bruh. What about Surtain at 6? No. I can't go cornerback at 6, bro. I can't do it. If cornerback was the last hole for us to fill, then yeah. Smith will be our Tyreek Hill. Come on, man. Nobody is fast enough to be another Tyreek Hill right now. Gate City Sports wants a defense-heavy draft. He not wrong for wanting it. Smith is smooth. You already know. But, yo, official video coming later. I'm going to decide which video I'm going to do today. It's going to be a goodie. For sure. Thank y'all for tapping in. Lunchtime with the bullies. You already know it's all love and respect coming from me to y'all. Y'all my people, man. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also follow me on IG and Twitter at @Lil_Brunson. Listen, man. Listen. Shout out to you, bro. Been in and out. You already know, Mike. Wrench me up. I got you, Rocky. You ain't had no wrench. The way DK torch Slay, how can wide receiver be comfortable? The way DK torch Slay, I mean that's a one game thing though, man. DK torched everybody. Cornerbacks get beat. We got to stop taking the human element out of these players, man. Cornerbacks get beat. They get beat all the time. But we going to tap in, man. Shout out to y'all, man.